Hello, and welcome to another episode of Turning Sparkly Cardboard Sideways. My name's Jimmy, Bancroft is behind the camera, and right here will be my personal phone number, 859-279-2405. If you have any questions, concerns, critiques on any deck profile or battles we post, please feel free to send me a message, or if you just want to say hi or share some of your deck tech, deck list ideas, please send me a message, and I'll try to reply as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack on Production. Today I'm Bancroft and being joined by both Fluff and Jimmy for today's duel.
What's up?
What's up, people?
And today is set 11 stuff, or more or less this week is. So they're both playing a Vegeta deck. Fluff is taking control of the Super Saiyan 4 energy ramping Vegeta, while Jimmy is taking the super protective baby Vegeta.
Yes, sir.
I was in the background watching this duel. This was a very interesting duel. So we're going to kind of go over it as we normally do. They're going to kind of, hopefully, they remember what was going on in their heads when they were playing this game. But, like always, if you guys enjoy our content, hit that like, subscribe button, hit that bell as well, let you know when we drop more and more stuff. And with that being said, take it away, guys.
So, you know the intro to, like, The Courage the Cowardly Dog when, like, the tumbleweed rose across the screen?
Mm-hmm.
That is my brain the entire time I'm playing Blue Baby.
Yes.
Like, I'm just waiting for you to say something that jogs my memory for me to go, oh yeah, I'm going to put a card on the field now. In all seriousness, like, my brain was scrambled during this match because I didn't know what to expect out of Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
This was such a good match. Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I think we both played this match as best as we really could have.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that, we each had a couple of like things that we could have done better in hindsight, but like just kind of understanding where we are. I know you've really been looking forward to Baby.
For sure, 100%.
Vegeta, I was not excited about until like I really sat down and was like, holy crap, this deck can do this.
Oh yeah.
And so I just had to go for it. It's basically, for if you don't know what the Vegeta deck is all about, it's Veku Ramp without the Fragile tag.
I'm into it. So turn one, I can't see what you charged, but I charged the Baby Trunks Unison.
I believe that was a Trunks counterplay that I charged.
Trunks counterplay? Hey, it fits. I love that Baby Trunks Unison, but there's not been a single time that I want to play this card. Like, every time I'm like, I just rather have my energy open for my counters. Like, I don't want to tap out for it. Like, it's really good, but I just don't see it being very good at Baby. Like, I think it works a lot better in something like Soul Striker that's able to untap on the turn that comes out on.
Yeah.
But then again, in Soul Striker, you want, like your Goku Black so you can get use of the second auto.
Or Zeno.
Well, Zeno, not so much because you want a specified 3.
Oh, you do need a specified 3 in Soul Striker.
Yeah.
But so just to note on what's happening here, you play this perfectly. I swung leader, you negated. I don't have a lot of early plays in this deck. So you basically just roll like, no, not today.
Yeah. I didn't want you to get that energy. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was expecting aggro. I didn't know if I was expecting mid-range control. Like, I was just playing it safe and not letting you get a lot of energy. Yep. And that's another reason why I charged Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures has been like an MVP all night, but I figured if you're playing a ramp deck, you're not going to be playing a lot of 1-2 drops.
No.
So I felt like it was a dead card in my hand. Of course, I could have burned it to just pick up one of my negates, but I'd rather charge that over any other card in my hand.
You, in your first turn, did not take the life for Planet Tuffle. You did this turn, and you're just swinging into me and just giving me cards. Like, at this point, I know that you are intelligent enough to just negate leader swing. So I'm going to let you awaken me as fast as possible. Like, I'm not even going to fight it. I just know that, like, I'm going to go through this. And again, you just negate. And it's like, okay, well, like, we'll just play this game. I will.
I wasn't too wary about giving you a lot of cards in hand because I knew that pretty much none of them were going to be a threat to me. You did tell me the secret rare that you were running, which I just pulled mine off top deck. You did tell me the secret rare you're running before this match, so that's something I did have in my mind.
Yeah.
But other than that, I was thinking there's nothing he has that really scares me. So I don't care about giving you a fat hand and giving you a better chance of getting it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to beat you down so that when I got into the point where I could play my ape or I could eventually put Trunks on the board and give my leader, 30k double strike, I was trying to end the game there.
I'm right now just like, okay, I think I have enough resource because I kind of know what baby's all about, but like I grossly underestimated this. I was not prepared for this at all. And I mean, like, you can see my hand, like I'm sitting on 2 sensu beans. I'm sitting on multiple dimension magics. Like, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, you have a super defensive hand, and I think that's what kind of come back to bite me in the turn where I went all out. Because I really thought I could kill you that turn, and I ended up overextending, which we'll get to that.
The lesson learned is that this deck is incredibly resilient. Like, I think this deck has more defensive capabilities than Janemba ever thought of.
Oh,
because
yeah, for sure.
Multiple games this night, I was down to 1 life and was able to just fiercely defend that life.
So, I call that Gohan Diet Dr. Topo,
Yes.
just because of it is Topo, but it's not. Like, it's good for one attack. But in some matchups, it's been pretty clutch just to put that on the board, and then my opponent really has to think about what their next game plan is because they're like, I don't want to drop any of these cards in my hand. Is it worth attacking just to have it negated plus drop a card from my hand?
Well, and so that's why, like, you look at my energy this turn or this game. I've got 2 Trunks in my energy. Like, Trunks just underperformed so much in this deck. I was unexpecting. Like, I just wanted to be. I wanted that to be so much better than it was.
I feel the same way, dude. Like, I never put a Unison on board this night.
Yeah, this was the first time I boarded a Unison, and it's like, okay, sure, I've got the open energy to do it. Why not?
Which we were joking at this point because I put Ready to Rumble out there, and you're like, oh, I'll just charge a Zeno energy and swing. Which Ready to Rumble is not great against the blue matchup to begin with. But
Ready to Rumble was effective.
I mean, yeah, to an extent. I mean, it really slowed down your turn because you had to, force out that Zeno just to not lose energy. But in the blue matchup, like, it's not that powerful. But in every other matchup, it's been absolutely incredible. Yeah. Like, against black, it is so good against black.
I can only imagine. I'm running it a 2 of in Vegeta because it's still 4 energy in Vegeta.
Oh yeah.
And like, I just think that I'm gonna bump it up to 3 because I think it's worth paying 4 energy for.
And it's also blocker. Like, it's like, yeah, you're getting rid of an energy plus I don't even have to take another card out of my hand. Like, it's absurd how good that card is. Yeah. You could call it just a small baby Hatchiyak.
Yeah.
Because in some matchups, it just turns off your opponent's turn. What's the point of even attacking through that?
Right. Why lose the energy? Why push yourself past your why kill your tempo?
Exactly.
Like if I didn't have Zeno, that would have ended my turn, hands down.
I charged another baby chunks. I just did not want him. I had a Booney in hand, and I think I play a Booney this turn. And on turn 4, I'd just rather play a Booney over Trunks. Like,
For sure.
especially if I had Baby Hatch in hand. Like, my next turn is safe if I don't get to untap energy with a Booney.
Yes.
Like,
yes. This was one that I was just like, okay, I don't know. I was like,
also,
okay.
Shout out the Barack Obama tokens.
Yes. But don't get to stay.
Yeah, they don't get to stay, sadly. Didn't get to show off the brand new tokens.
So I did the counter timing on a Booney's effect window 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess it would.
It would have been tokens counter window 1.
Yeah, the tokens window 1. Yeah. So I just keep him from boarding tokens. I still have to deal with the Booney, but at least I don't have 3 15Ks to deal with.
Yeah, that is
remember,
true.
we had a conversation about this as well in the duel. Did it work this way? And because it reads the same way as Crusher Ball, correct? Where
when the card being played is played in rest mode, and this one, the card being played is returned to the owner's hand instead of being played.
And
so
in the old, when I used to play mono red, when you use the prison with the 6-drop Bobbity, it would play 2 battle cards.
Yeah, and
those cards would always target both cards being played because they're being played during counter timing window 1.
Yep. And also note, he activated main on a Booney. I revealed top card of deck was a Booney. So, and then I had to shuffle the deck because of that weird ruling.
Yeah, that's always nice, being able to hit like a good card off the top of a Booney and knowing that you're hopefully not going to draw into it next turn.
Yeah. No, I feel like you would have just counterplayed the tokens like I just did to you. Like, I don't feel like that I would have been able to stick, the tokens on an Booney in this matchup. Though maybe.
I mean, I had Baby Hatch in hand, so if you boarded a Booney, I was putting Baby Hatch on the board.
For sure.
Like, I wasn't going to deal with that smoke.
Yeah. And we get to see, like, how good Baby Hatch is here. Like, Mechiorp is way better in Baby than it is in Vegeta. But I will say, every time I saw one of those guys, I played them. Every time.
I something I love about this game is how these random one-off, like, common cards from previous sets just all of a sudden become relevant.
It's really weird because you and I had not consulted at all.
Yeah.
And, like, it was just funny. We both happened to have Mechiorp in our decks. And you taking full advantage of the fact that it's a 1 energy for you. It's 2 for me.
Yeah.
But, like, is it still worth 2 energy? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think for just a 15k body that negates an attack is, I think that's worth 2 energy even without the untap. But with the untap, it's incredible.
Well, you had mentioned internalized energy shift.
Yeah, internal energy shift.
So I'm debating on playing 2 internalized energy shift or bumping Mechiorp up.
The energy shift is really nice in Baby. There goes Baby Hatchiak. It's really nice in Baby, which I end up dropping that right there, because I can untap my servants. Gohan, he's a 25k with servant, and I can't untap him. So basically, all he's good for is if I'm on my awakened side, I can put him bottom deck him to draw a card. But with shift, I can negate if I get lucky enough to hit a battle card off the top of your deck. I get my energy back, plus I can restand my Gohan. Or if I had boarded Ready to Rumble, I can restand Ready to Rumble and block with him again.
Yep.
So it's...
Well, and I can restand the 6-drop Vegeta blocker or the 4-drop Vegeta blocker.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Or restand something that I don't want to get destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
Like, either are completely applicable choices there. And I do want to note, so here you played Hatchiak. Hatchiak hurt so much. So I'm basically just trying to recover. I paid the 2 there for the Great Ape in my drop area to get some draws to refill my hand. You have 4 battle cards on the field that I can't do anything about. There's nothing that I can do about them. You're going to awaken next turn. I know that this next turn is about to be fire.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is also the turn that I harshly overextended on. I believe it's this turn.
No, it's not this turn.
It must be the next turn.
Yeah. You go into his unison this turn.
Do I go in the unison this turn?
no, I don't think
I
he
ever
does.
played the unison.
You do a mix. You start going to his leader. You'll see how it plays out. But
okay. I thought you meant I played my unison. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Oh, you. Okay, I make you work to get swings in on the Zeno.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
And the main reason I've done that is because Zeno, he can hit Planet Tuffle with his -5.
Yeah.
I really did not want to lose Planet Tuffle,
No.
especially when I was in a position where I could not go for game. So I tried to get Zeno down. I was hoping to get him down at least 2 markers so you couldn't just pitch one under, go to 5, and then -5.
Yep. You played this turn very well.
Unfortunately, I had to charge a super combo. The rest of the cards in my hand were just too good to pitch, so I had to burn the super combo. Sadly, it
That's
sucked,
what happened.
but it happens.
You went into the lead first. He seems
Yeah.
to be, and from that point on, you focus on the unison.
So now I'm just going to try to save the unison as best I can. Maybe it's stupid of me. Maybe I should have let you just have the unison, and I would have had negates for your big push turn.
I think it's still. I mean, it obviously still worked out for you, but I do board
Cool.
Saiyan Slayer here. Saiyan Slayer is clutch, by the way. Like that card is so clutch.
So this almost completely and totally wins you this game. I didn't realize he was double strike, so I'm like, no negate.
Well, that's later on the road, not this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I do negate it here. Okay.
Oh, he's swinging, and he's trying to get the unison still.
Yeah.
The turn you're referring to is 2
Next
turns
hit.
away.
Is it still 2 turns away? Damn, did we go that long in this duel?
Yeah.
This was a
Went on.
34-minute duel that I forgot to put it a half 150% speed.
There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't get to fully utilize Saiyan Slayer because I did not expect to play him this turn. So my the card I pitched to the bottom was not a counter, so I didn't even bother putting him on field. But if I had thought it through, I probably could have pitched one of my Bulas to the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
And then put her into play, swung into unison, popped her for Overlord, and got an extra draw, which
would have been good.
It would have been good. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome of the game, but it would have been a better option than what I ended up doing.
Yeah, I was really debating on what to do here. Like, I just didn't know what to do, like, to help save myself. So I'm like, I'm gonna send the baby back to hand.
Wait, it ends the battle.
I think that was your best option because you put Meteor back in my hand. The attack was still going through. I was going to have another negate in hand. You don't want to put a Boonie back because I'm just going to play him again.
Yep.
You surely do not want to put Baby Hatch back in my hand.
No. Baby Hatch was on the field and was staying on. Like, unless I could put that in the drop area or the bottom of your deck, I was not touching it.
Yeah, so you made the best choice, probably good.
So if you notice, my hand is dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
Like my hand is just like smaller and smaller. And ultimately, this is why I decided to stop fighting the assault on the unison, because my hand was getting so much smaller. And I think like we're about the same hand size right now. And I was significantly more than I was than you were at the start of this turn.
For sure.
This is the turn where Fluff had mentioned beforehand. What you did not want to have the Saiyan Instinct ape card in your deck,
Yes.
and this turn actually shows why you don't want that.
Yep. This turn hurt a lot. So I'm trying to think about what to do here because I know that you're basically going to counter just about anything that I do. So you're pretty much guaranteed going to waste energy on my leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I swing with leader first, bait out your energy, and then I'm free to play what I need to play.
So I believe I use Bang Magic on your leader, or maybe Mickey Orb.
No,
it was Mickey Orb.
Yeah.
I think I Bang Magic on your next leader swing because I did not want to tap out because I wanted to put Saiyan Slayer back on the field again.
Yeah.
Which talk about Bang Magic, dude. That card's legit, dude.
That card is really good.
I'm in love with that card. I certainly need to get my hands on a playset of those.
On more, yeah. They're gonna be a pretty penny.
Yeah, I think there's only one listing on TCG Player right now. It's $50.
Is there even a listing? Because I'm after another one of the blue grade apes, and there's none on TCG Player, and there's one on eBay for $85.
The 5-drop grade ape?
No, the
Unison.
Oh,
the
the
Unison.
Unison. Gotcha. Okay, I was about to say, bro, like I need one of them too.
It's the one.
the Errata Fest.
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Errata ape.
Yep.
Revenge Big Bang Attack, $50.99. One listing.
Yep. So how much?
$50.
That could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it certainly could be. It could be like what was it? The 1-drop Zarbon from last set that was like $60.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
there's the big boy.
So Vegeta, this card I think is going to be problematic at some point in the future. Like I could see this card getting banned.
He's not tied specifically to the Vegeta leader, correct?
No, it's any blue leader. You could run it in baby. Yeah.
Wow.
He has 4 specified costs as well. Which I mean,
Four.
granted, it's
Yeah.
only blue cards that get hit by it. But
So what?
Does it say mono?
And mono blue.
Okay.
So as you can see, I hit a Janemba, Secret Rare, Unison, and Ape. So typically they would be able to go to hand or get charged either way. But because I hit that Ape, I now it's diminishing in value. Like still getting to charge 3 or charge 2, add 1 to hand, or charge 1, add 2 to hand is still decent value for 6 energy. But losing 1 energy is like losing a quarter of its value.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm debating on what to do here because I'm satisfied with my hand. And I'm debating on whether I'm going to add the Goku Oob to hand or charge it.
For the record, I was really, really hoping you were going to charge it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping.
And I was like, I think I'm going to keep it. And then the Ape goes onto the bottom of the deck, I believe. Which really sucks. Because I was like, yeah, I've got some nice cards in my hand. Like, I'll be able to deal with some things. But I was like, the Secret Rare would be really nice to drop on him if I can bait out his energy and prevent a counterplay or prevent some kind of negate.
Mm-hmm. Which I think at this point in the game, I didn't have anything in hand that would have dealt with Goku coming out.
Yeah.
Because Great Ape only hits 7 or less. I don't have a Unison board. I could just hard cast Trunks, but I don't have one in the hand.
Yeah.
UI Goku, I hadn't seen him all game, so I wasn't. I wasn't really reliant on him.
Yeah.
So going into this next turn, I knew you were going to put Goku on the field next turn, or after my next turn. So I just had to end the game on this turn. Like, there was no option.
Yeah, this was frustrating. This was really frustrating. This was so frustrating. Like I can't, like, I just want to like swing and resolve an Ultra Instinct Kamehameha so I can get a draw. Like, that's all I want to do. I don't want to waste the super combo that got charged off Zeno. But you basically forced me to just, like, it's gone. Nothing I can do about that.
And also, this Bula is so good in this deck.
Yeah.
It's Servant, so it's a 15k beater. It plays for 1, plus you get a draw off of it, with Overlord. And it can set up some bottom deck play. So I could Overlord, activate Saiyan Slayer, put it on the field, swing. If I don't think Saiyan Slayer has Overlord, but if I have like the 2-drop baby out,
Yeah.
like that's a lot of value off of a single negate.
So here I see where you're at energy-wise. I'm guessing, and I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing that there's a baby in your head. There's a big boy baby. And I was like, okay, I've got to get it on the field. I've got to just hammer through this. So you negate, I lose the 2 energy that should have restood on Dimension Magic. And then I didn't realize that it also bottom decks a card when it's played.
Mm-hmm.
Like, had I known that, yeah, I would have blocked my plan was to block with that Vegeta. So I just felt like I had just been robbed of something incredibly valuable there.
So you negated the ape, and you saw me looking my hand there. What I should have done, hindsight 2020, is I should have used my leader, search top 3. I had 2 apes in hand. I should have bottom decked the other ape. Use Saiyan Slayer to play him out. Swung with him. You would have negated. Then I would have paid 5 energy for the counter. He has unique, so I can't play the baby, but it would still kill the counter. And you'd still have to eat that 30k triple strike, which I think you have UIs in hand, so it wouldn't have been much of a deal, but that would have been a lot more cards out of your hand plus an extra.
I think had you done that, it might have ended me, because I'm like systematically like, you've got me down to 2 here, and I told you after this match I was terrified of Champa at this point.
Yeah, I don't run any in the deck, but I think 2.0 of this deck might run a Champa.
I think a single Champa would be a great addition, because now I'm just basically like, if you go really heavy into one of these and Champa, there's a chance I don't come out of it, especially if there's super combos in your hand.
Yeah. I'm also thinking about putting UI into the deck, UI Kamehameha. So I think a Champa on top of that. So I bottom decked my hit just to put a 15k body on the field using Saiyan Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, and I don't think I bounced a card with him. I don't think I would have, because I didn't want you to have more combo power.
Yeah, I think you for win it. So you deal with my Mech Yorp. I think you kill it when you realize you can't kill me this turn.
Yeah. So this is the part where you forget about Saiyan Slayer having double strike.
This is where you almost beat me, because I was like, crap, he's double strike?
To relate the conversation that happened, Fluff said no negate, and immediately go, it's single strike, right? And Jimmy just starts comboing because you said no negate.
So in all fairness, I thought I thought Fluff was talking to Bancroft. Like, I was not thinking in my head, oh, he's talking to me.
I was like, oh my god, like, I just lost. I was like, I just lost. I think I've got to combo everything out in my hand to even come close to surviving this. And Jimmy made sure to save 3 cards to swing with that don't need a combo to deal damage. So even if I combo out heavy, thankfully, I have these in hand.
Mm-hmm.
This card is so valuable. Like,
after seeing you use that card in the deck, it makes me want to put it into Baby. Baby doesn't want a lot of attacks to go through, but like, just having those in hand in case I don't have a negate, or if I was pushing for game. Because if I was able to play this a little bit better, and I could have just swung with my lead, threw a Champa on it, and then threw, 2 UIs on it.
Yeah.
That probably would have ended the game right there.
Oh, for sure. And the thing that made me mad was I have a Dimension Magic.
Oh, really?
Like, I could have negated this swing, but I didn't realize that it was double strike. So I had to combo 4 cards out of my hand to get out of that. So, like, I'm basically left with nothing. You're drawing a card here, and I'm like, crap. Like, there's literally, what do I even do?
So I think I was swinging into Unison at this point, and you negated.
No, this was leader. I'm protecting life.
Okay.
Yeah. You're trying to beat me. You think you can beat me. And basically, this is what it boils down to. You swung Mechiorp. I think I had to take this damage. You asked me what my energy was. And I'm at 9. At
2 cards in your hand, I think.
I have 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, since Jimmy, you don't have a double strike card, he may have a negate. So you're like, I just need to clear the board then, or clear things that need to be taken care of.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew one was the secret rare.
Yeah.
And I knew the secret rare was going to burn me for 2 because of dual attack. Now, what I forgot is that the secret rare is double strike as well.
Yeah.
So I probably would have played it a little bit differently if I knew that it was double strike. I guess that was the Saiyan Slayer moment where I had it in my head. I was like, okay, I got you. I'm not going to worry about it. Because I was like, I got 4 life. I'm not going to let a leader swing go through. I'll negate one of the oop attacks,
I think you saw me go down to 1 here. I think you play your other Mechiorp in your hand. Or do you pass?
I passed at that point because I couldn't have played him for 1.
Correct. And he will play it.
I think I.
You're
yeah, we couldn't
here.
remember if we have activated the Booney. We said we would pay attention to it, but either way, it's fine because
you did not do it beforehand.
You did not do it this turn.
All right, okay, I didn't do it this turn, so yeah, we're good.
So now I'm like, okay, he made the mistake of not touching the Unison. I can blow up the field and basically get rid of every bit of investment that he's got on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm concerned about what's in your hand. I don't know if there's a counterplay that will shut down anything that I do. I don't know how many negates you've got in your hand. So I've got to burn those as quickly as possible. And I really don't want to give you life. Like,
so I had 2 negates that are 1-drops in hand because of Planet Tuffle. The issue is you got rid of Planet Tuffle in this turn. So I had to cast them for 2. There was no other option.
Yep.
Which really screwed me. Like,
yeah.
I probably should have activated Planet Tuffle and looked at that card in my life. Just in case it was a Dimension Magic, because Dimension Magic would have at least got me by with 1 life left.
Yeah. I also wonder if you should have taken this first swing instead of negating it.
Yeah, again, I was in the mindset of I don't want you burning me out. And in this case, if I would have taken this life, I would have negated both oop swings and I really couldn't have, because if I negated your leader swing, you would have just restood.
Yeah, I didn't even swing with the leader.
Yeah,
this turn, I don't think. I'm trying to make you waste any bit of resource. I know if you put another counter on the field, I'm just blowing up the field anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's gone. So it's not like you're going to get that combo. You're wasting one of the 3 cards in your hand. So this was a very gambly turn for me. Like I kind of like almost had to bluff you out of this one, I think. I don't know. That's how it felt, but
Yep. And then
So,
there goes everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
losing Planet Duffel was rough.
And also, I will say that Zeno blow up
Mhm.
was relevant in every game I played this night. Every game I think it did. I think I did it against Bancroft.
Yep.
I think I did it against I know I did it against Austin. Like every game I played, that -5 was so relevant. Yeah. So I've got 3 cards in hand. You've got 2.
And there he goes.
what makes this card so good, even though you do negate the first attack, it gets driven energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he negates with Mechiorp. Mechiorp stands in energy. Goku Oob gets rid of that energy.
Yeah. Also, I forgot that it doesn't go to hand. I thought it read like every other burn damage card where it's like you just do one.
Yeah,
damage.
they just both go to drop. And then it's double strike on top of that. So if you can't, so you negated that one. So now I've got to swing this one. You have no open energy. So if you have a dimension magic in hand, I lost. Pretty much. So now just combo out and hope for the best. Yeah. So that's 60,000. Yeah.
And there was my UI. The UI would have saved me. If only it wasn't in my life.
So with that being said, this video is already like 36 minutes long, 37. So we're gonna go ahead and just wrap it up now. That was a fantastic duel, and I know both of you guys at the end were like almost like, yeah, that good, yeah, GG. Like you guys are almost like lost of breath.
Yeah, it was exasperating. It was one of the hardest duels that I think I've had because like Jimmy's such a good player. Like I feel this way about like a lot of like the people in our group where it's like games are just chess games. Like you just have to think your way through it, and like this one was just tippy top of that.
Like yeah, this is probably the most fun I've ever had playing a deck in this game. Was playing Blue Baby. Like I am absolutely in love with this deck. Like,
So
it's been a blast.
with that all being said, Jimmy, thank you for joining us today. Like always, Fluff, he's here with us. You know, I don't need to thank him, but thank you for staying up late today. How about that?
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's my bedtime.
Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed. Keep in mind, hit that like, subscribe button. You know, let us know you're there as well. And I'm gonna give this moment for Jimmy. He likes to say stuff at the end. It may be good. It may be useless information. Let's find out.
If you see something, say something. If it burns the pee, it's probably the clap.
Perfect.
With that being said, Fluff, would you lead us out?
Of course. As always, guys, make sure to read your cards, know your plays, and like always, love out.